So actually something else I just remember now. I watched like, apparently there was like a Mario cartoon, and I think it was 1989? And it was really interesting to watch, because it seemed very unsupervised by Nintendo. And I'd never heard of this before, even. And what was interesting about it was, like, Mario had a personality in the movie. And it's something you wouldn't really see happen, like, today, where Mario is always the good guy, right? I feel like I talk about this often, because it's like... But it is, I think why I bring it up is I'm sort of captivated by the idea of, like, having a mascot character and trying to treat them the right way, of like, we need this guy to be a role model, but being so afraid that it kind of makes a role model uninteresting. And where do you find that balance? And what would actually be right for Mario? I don't know, I'm consistently fascinated by this topic of, like, I don't know, bureaucratic like bureaucratic storytelling and what people like. In my head, I noticed this whenever someone brings up a scenario with, like, what if we did a TV show about Pikachu and he's a bad guy? It's like, yes, but how do we pitch that so that not only is it like a good show, but how do you actually convince someone of being able to make the show? I like that balance. It feels like the more realistic option. Because yes, anything could be, there's an additional challenge to that where you also have to appease people. Like, well, maybe here's a challenge. How do you make a Wario show? I mean, there's plenty of Wario games. Maybe it wouldn't actually be that difficult, right? Yeah, I guess it's actually the case that, like, you can make any Wario story. And maybe that is, like, interesting, right? You can kind of make a Wario story about anything, and he doesn't even have to be, like, a good guy, and it would be interesting. But when Mario always has to be a good guy, you're kind of challenged by the fact that, like, you have to make him come across as good. I don't know, what, isn't Mario collecting coins? There has to be a purpose to that, right? There's no way he's doing that out of the goodness of his heart. Wait, what? We like the bugs now? Here's an interesting development. Alright, see, here's a... Wow, that little... Am I crazy for saying this? But that was crazy character, like, you showed a lot of who Wario is through that small little interaction. Where we just went through all of that, and then Wario's like, now we're keeping the bug around. He's not really interested in, like, beating, like, I don't know, this for the goodness of anything. Oh my god, he's beautiful. I am the supreme developer. I watch over this game, you might say. I am the one who brought you here. Yes, that was all me. What, Supreme who? Come on. Everyone knows Wario is #1. That's what I'm saying. The bugs arrived, quite uninvited. I know what to do, so I brought you here to help. It's crazy that Wario is a game developer. Like, we're supposed to just accept that face value. Like, yes, Wario, programming genius. Maybe, actually, maybe it's like, I've seen what programmers look like. Maybe it's not that, you know, surprising. Wario. He took a course on Coursera. Now he's a game dev. He downloaded asset flips. And he's publishing them on Steam. Interesting. Using AI. Oh, god damn it. Wario would do that. He totally would. Did I actually beat the game? New? Okay. No, yeah, I assumed this has to be like chapter 1 or whatever. Right, of course. Oh my god, Blue Monkey. Wario would use AI. But I feel like Wario would be so stupid that he would, like, use it in a really bad way. So it would kind of come around where it would almost be acceptable by Wario not even caring about the quality of the AI. He's, like, so focused on, like, making money. Okay, yeah, I guess this god Wario character is going to be a consistent guy. Oh my god. They didn't show these before. That's why I thought, like, oh, I unlocked everyone. Do you think Wario is a good guy? No, I don't. But I think I don't think he's a good guy. Wait, no, I messed that up. I don't think he's a good guy, but I think he's a good guy, you know, because he's so fascinating, so interesting. I feel like my current predicament is like, maybe Wario is like the coolest Nintendo character, actually. And maybe second is just Waluigi. I don't know. We need to know more about him. They should make like a Waluigi game, but it's like completely like philosophical. It just takes everyone for a surprise by going way too deep. That's my that's my proposal for a Waluigi game. Not just like, oh, wacky minigame thing. Instead, there's like a story, and there's just like, you learn so much about Waluigi that it breaks your heart. It would be funny, and it would be like, that would actually be like a way to make everyone love Waluigi even more. Waluigi grapples with his guilty conscience. Maybe it goes into like the relationship of Wario and Waluigi actually struggles with the fact that, like, my brother... We're actually uncertain about their relationship, but we can assume they're, like, brothers, right? Waluigi struggles with the concept of, like, being an accomplice to Wario. Because Wario is just a bad guy, right? But then you have Waluigi, who actually has a good heart. He's kind of like... I don't know, maybe, like... You could compare it to Luigi, I guess. Where he actually expresses emotions, right? And Waluigi is like grappling with this whole thing of like, man, like, is it right that I want to support my brother, but what my brother does is bad? And the answer, I mean, the sad answer is that, like, at the end of the movie, or whatever, or maybe it's just a game, right? We don't have to make it a movie, it could just be a game. At the end of the game, you kind of reach this conclusion of like, well, Waluigi is helping Wario accomplish bad things, but maybe there's a greater good in that. I don't know. Maybe not. And can you make that argument for a game? Yeah. Let me rethink that. Waluigi grapples with the concept of like having to help Wario. I mean, what is Waluigi without evil? Yeah, it's a good question. Maybe that is the question, like, what is evil? It's a, I don't know, such a dumb concept for a Waluigi game, but also kind of, I don't know, I'm intrigued by it. Waluigi has to grapple with the concept of evil. And though he struggles, he ultimately gives into his own nature. Yeah, no. Maybe, like, the final scene is just, like, Waluigi watching the beach. And he sees, like, the waves coming in. And he realizes, I am nothing but a wave in the ocean. Like, I am following my own life. My own course of actions were laid out by me from birth. My associations with Wario are so deeply linked that I am simply a wave in the ocean meeting my inevitable end. There's nothing I can do but observe the fact that this is the constant life. I don't know, I kind of lost it there, man. There's nothing you can do but observe your nature. Oh, okay, he's a master jumper. I love that we all have incredible concepts, ideas, and like, yeah. It's probably my favorite part about streaming, actually. Just coming up with these weird ideas. It's like I get to make an animation, but I don't have to make the animation.